Afuna do fa show Ocean TV. Zaye jujuine kokoko kasiebo. Mezeba home akwemu memende biara. Me ameze kasiebo ibremu. Meze zenana ekia. Me call school was smartest Montessori a ewo elmina. Kasiebo iza ebeti wo mu bene. Ora peri okuzi tose won peda wazi mbabun honda chebot insanimu mfi eduenu intemu. Mori SHS siara abeye pa kwesi bekwen misa ata SHS. Afafo akade oda washe konbon a wofa dokopu na mbom onida watupu. Abasanso atide aban anamunsini zema US akade police ni biara obofum ana obotumbrano wonhwe aso. Afe homenje brona homintie kasebo enimu nchichiremu. Siafo a oshe hen amanze bodu ora perikete skwabla ukizito akade abanu ntum entwen emfe eduenu intemu ansana free SHS ejinada mbra NDC forekano okadam asem yize fak zefa kasa were kasa zitia nso do school a wontu ya hye no ho hye no
ne aban epese ye ene say we want to tackle the issues that border on our education sector head on. Yenuanom NDC for ekase wo mo no o madwintre ene say anka yentwen in the next 20 years. Na say ye no the next 20 years na say figures no ekre say nipa about 150,000 and a kafie every year after BEC. And this 2018 year, 500,000. The backlog is 200,000. Calculate 150 or an average of 150 to 200,000 yearly for the next 20 years, and see how many of our children
are won't school.
Exactly. Is that the future you want to build for Ghana? Bearing in mind, say baby, I want is becoming a digital age. So if you don't have an educated population between now and that 20 years, how are our children going to fend for themselves? Say nyuma eba ehia say obetumi use computer, obetumi use technology. So if you don't have the basics of secondary education, how are you going to be placed as a young person moving forward? So it is not in our interest as a nation. Say we will stagger the future of our youth for 20 years.
Penyin dada abezi echu eminsa ata a wenya ne nyamefre no na busiafo nyinimpa a woti mori gin ho de nsodo school a owo mori no ne fapim gina eminsa ata do inti obeya won fanto no penyin a oti ekwado na abezi echu Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia wo ne kase mu wo openyin ne ufusom aseno kade fru endare koyi mori SHS asesa abaye
Throughout his long and dedicated service to Ghana, one thing that we can all agree across the political divide is that he served Ghana with utmost integrity. You serve your nation in various capacities, and the history of Ghana will not be written without your name. You played your part, and you played it well. We are all human and subject to all the failings of the human conditions, but you never failed to make an impression on all who came into contact with you. You were humorous, cheerful, diligent, humble, but assertive. From the economics departments of the University of Ghana and the Anambra State College of Education to consulting rooms of the World Bank, the Ministry of Finance, to the Bank of Ghana, and to the Jubilee House, you have traversed some of the most important institutions of our nation. And we are grateful to the Almighty for bringing you our way. May the Almighty God look favorably upon your soul. You loved life and you died doing what under normal circumstances was meant to guarantee you longer life. But God knows best. His ways are not our ways. Pa Kwesi Emisafa was a good Christian. He was a regular attendee at the Cavalry Methodist Church in Adabraka, and he was not just a Christian in name only. He strived to live the Christ-like life. Indeed, the image we all have of Emisafa is the Christ-like image of the one who turns the other cheek. He was never one to seek vengeance. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, was not a mere slogan for him. He lived it. The memory of Emisafa should spare us to love one another, to forgive one another, to embrace one another, and to fight for our nation. We must do so to make the life that he lived worth its while. On that fateful day, the 29th of June, our Maker determined that your work was over. Ours will be over sometime. Upon consultation with his family, His Excellency the President and the government have decided to rename Moray Senior High School to Kwesi Bekoin Emisafa Senior High School in honor of the late Vice President.
Yebocha yenwo aje abrafo nkatunu na sayaba mezeza aka no betie hodo.
Bana de shemizin zimami abaya techiwa jumezi for crown ocean one television yashasha yaze brohon jumezi nizini gwazibia wo gwazibia jumezi jono yabato safre ankwankre owa waran kasa ewo we fa na ejuma owa etanazu obom mpo aye bojo store bi wo de na enyim anampo eye doctor ewo asipiti aye ready nkote de bobo hu dewi achama nsaniza ino ocean one television yaba nezanye de ebe frehen na ebotias bibi kakrebi ezama hen na ya boa ma abowu nzama no hodewe samaka gwazibia na agede da yeton gwazibia yeton.
Abaze bakoko kasiye bodo po a aban atum no ahaw afofo dodo nanso zawo kanide se aban anhwe na wensu konbon awofoko podo na bosom no boko ewie nanso no ho mba mfaso de watupu no mu
ye ka kire president de kaina wo so no wadade kaina won so no wopum na say unkukọ wakukọ kur na say abobọ beidudu ni di nchefodu dun ara bi akukọ bi wa na nti apono di ya hyen mo ofu ya jutum da apono nsisi na mo nsisi mo na wa mentam nche ne din de obi sisi a unsisi kan na ana abɔ na wɔto no wɔ pum na ayɛ ahwehwɛ no mosquito net na wɔda afemfam no unsisi ni na wɔn ma polisifoɔ mu gu mpoano na wɔn akyi ibiara de nyama kala nyama kaka bedem biara de baba buju bia na wakye nti abɛn wɔn ambɔ made mamu na wɔn yi dam kan nan ana yi abɔ nkaka mena mfi abɔ no mgya ano wɔyɛ ne de na arepo a apono obese gosu se wotuma bosomko wati da mabo na so bakwa akafa nam kaka mba wada aba nje ne wantu mpo ancheye nti ya de yagitum na nje wonsi na momo obi sisi agbanka nkaka mba no wonyi ni na mfi wiase kura na kompia no so a wakra da magbanka aka mam wode ba no so wonsi wan
da men zaman nyina aka ho na ona mede ma apui no orogba osande nka no na yen use da men zaman osidam da zihina afan dynamite no DDT carbide onye meshnet mecha ebu anketenkete ni nyina no na ebu aye use ya 1 inch 1 inch no enen biara nkesa wa wo no se eto agba no so ma ni nyina botum oduaduem dem roba ya hon kakra ma roba zi hon ho na wa ko ekanyin na ona me de menkan de I was so greedy enwa za yanwin epum na me no so so ya yankopa na aboze yanwin ho no ho nsi e feel that de biara ye bekopo na o de yenyanam nsi any other bad method bi anka so say ye use na ye ze number da o de ye ze ba nsi za aba ne kan no na ya so e bisa de nsi epua na robotum na ye wi a ya san so ye ze dam ndem nyina ye za akopum ana da oroto puim na o wi wo si dam ndem o sire na de nyina sa oyin pene hiando da azuma hende ye bonu ma wo iza no no ye so ye sha tra ne da sa oroto punuma no no hwe da sa ye bo epu na obo hwe da odi na besi from da dam ndam bo na atrem da za wo de kopum na hina obi anka fa kopum bio amama anam no wetum wa hwane ho na ya ye tira ma na nchanka no tira ankasa
USA aban anamunsini Robert P. Jackson esusu de police ni biara oze asema onfa ne kwando baba abuano oda watching aso.
We actually have a very active partnership with the police. We provide them with a lot of training at the Regional Training Center. Thousands of Ghanaian police officers and more senior officials have been trained at the Regional Training Center since it was created about 7 years ago now. And we are providing a lot of equipment to the police, not only for peacekeeping operations, but for their use domestically as well. We've worked closely with the Ministry of National Security and the Ministry of Interior to make certain that the police are as well trained and equipped to respond to various types of challenges. We all know that crime is a problem here. We all know that there are abuses by the police. I in no way wish to minimize the abuses that have come to light in recent weeks, but I would say that this is not a particularly Ghanaian problem. Abuses occur in every country, and the important thing is how the society and the police respond to those abuses. I am hopeful that the people in the police force who have misbehaved will be disciplined in a very clear way that will send a message to others. But I think we need to also remember that the majority of police in Ghana are working very hard to keep their countrymen safe, and we should look at how we can assist them to provide better safety and security. Part of that is, of course, punishing wrongdoers, but part of it is also looking for ways to modernize the police force to make certain that it has the mobility that's needed and the training that's needed to be responsive.
aha na berba makwan ma meze kaseboy esi kaseboy za eti wo mu bene ora peri okuzi tosi wompeda woze mbabun hon dache button sanimu mfe eduonu ntem mori SHS tiara abaye pa kwesi bekwen eminsa ata SHS afafo akade ode wohwe konbon awofo dokobu na mbum onida watupu esanso tede aban anamunsi nezema US akade police ni biara obofum ana obotumbrano wonhwena aso mizinze nana ekua muko school was smartest Montessori a owo omena memahum mbu na sha adeshi
Wait, I am empana. We're trying to have a baya. I got 20 ponina. Oh,
yeah, because every asabi.
Yeah, quite.
Now, who be worry more business ye? It is a man can no crana.
About Silam Pono. Sarah, Amelia, Mamma, Akoto, lawyer Koto, Saja Koto, Wakotono. Yefukotokunos may be an Obiana size. There wouldn't need in my main teenager. Now, make the import would do Jibby. I get Hagaman for Sa. And come in there. And who knows your crown? Wow.
Mahomaha, Ashafuna Adofa Washam Ocean 1 TV. Business Mammy address repeat. Ma when Sama may be king. Martin is in. Oh, yeah, say Afutu. Papa Ken, okay, na manti. Mamma say me, or say me na manfa. Na mudren there prompti hoda. San on te hoda. Afi, wakameniwa. Muhunyanche na wakechi. Abraba ashasi in years in de area. Obitum shase de. Nansu, when te afuta. Onche na wase. Na abraba ashasi resisano. Muhunyanche na wakechi. Ofi mu umbofra birmu na mefa wiazimu enijana nimu afelzi. Zisi me nyadu. Zijizi na onfata na masem ni de wiaze to wa na ezibi afi waka meniwa muhunyanche wakechi meda humase
Mema ashafuna adofo ahomhwem Ocean 1 TV Mizinze mami for shibraba Marin semi amerbeke ma atunizin facheme ma yebi ama oda woso ayebi ama meda nti se ma afom a facheme ma abo open woso abo mepen nti se ma aye obona facheme ma adom open woso adom mepen nti se ma afom a facheme ma asum open woso asum mepen nti se ma atowe firma facheme ma etu ofupen woso etu ofupen nti se ma afom a facheme ma ezizi wo fieda woso ezizi me fieda nti se ma afom a facheme osande onyado no oyi meda homasi
Mahum aha ashafuna adofo wohwem Ocean 1 TV mizinze na naraba Marin samia mbek matunzin aboze Nyankopɔn bɔ soro na asase. Ɔbɔ mframa na ɔbɔ mboa wotu wɔ wiem na ɔbɔ mboa wɔ asase. Nyankopɔn bɔ mboa wɔ nsum. Ɔbɔ puyin, ɔbɔ esutu na nsutai. Ɔbɔ kwa na mbepo na ɔbɔ nipa ewie kura. Yinye nzama Nyankopɔn bɔ meda homas.
All right, Rastafari greetings, one and all. You live on Ocean One TV. Yes, Ghana's #1 TV station. And this is Reggae Dancehall Show. Yes, Ocean One's Reggae Dancehall TV show. Coming to you live on your screens every Friday. Watch out for enough interesting segments on the program. Yes, we have the artist profile session where I bring a profile of an artist every week. I promise it's going to be very informative, very educative, yes, very entertaining. My name is Haruna. Yes, Haruna Bandida. Catch me this every Friday. See you.
Good afternoon, lovely viewers of Ocean One TV. Yet again, we come your way with the best educative and entertaining kids program, proudly brought to you by Montessori Preparatory School. And I have my lovely girls from Smarties Montessori to help me with the show today. Hello, girls.
Hello.
Okay, lovely viewers, stay tuned. I hope you are glued to your TV. My ladies, are you ready to read this book?
Yes.
Are you ready for the show?
Yes.
They are ready for you. But let them introduce themselves, then I'll introduce myself, then we continue. Okay, from my left.
My name is Beyonce Adua Hayford. My name is Genevieve Inshraba Mensa. My name is Judith Mamefasa.
Well, lovely viewers, I hope you heard them. Stay tuned to your set and we'll be back after this short break. I, the host of this program, my name is Benjamin Edusan. Thank you for staying tuned. We come your way this and every Saturday afternoon with the best educative kids program, book reading. Beyonce, kindly start with your reading.
The Honeybee and the Bee Eater by Olusanya Adenyami. Okay. One sunny afternoon, the bee eater flew around looking for food. She flew for a long time, but she found nothing to eat. She kept flying and was not discouraged until she came to a large garden of flowers. The flowers were pretty and of many colors. They also had pleasant smell. The honeybee landed on one of the blue flowers. He stuck his mouth into the flower cup. He started to suck the sweet nectar from. She enjoyed the lovely taste of the juice. She went from flower to flower, sucking the juice. She began to have a nice time and was happy. The bee eater was flying by. He perched on a tall palm tree and saw the honeybee in the garden of flowers. Hey honeybee, why are you sucking all these juice from these flowers? The bee eater quarreled. The honeybee said nothing and continued to suck the nectar from the beautiful flowers of the rainbow colors: yellow, orange, red, blue, green, violet, and indigo. Can't you hear me? Asked the bee eater.
Do you want to suck all the juice from these flowers? Again, the honeybee said nothing. She flew from flower to flower. Flower of all kinds, roses, daisies, forget-me-not, lilies, hibiscus, and sunflowers. The bee-eater did not like that. He shouted at the honeybee, "If you do not leave these flowers alone, I am going to peg you with my sharp beak." The honeybee was not afraid. She was busy with the lovely flowers. As she hopped from one flower to the other, she pollinated the flowers so they could produce nice fruit. Now the bee-eater was very angry. He flew down in a roof and attempted to scrape at the bee-eater with his sharp beak, but he missed because the honeybee was too fast for him. The honeybee flew up and gave the bee-eater a hard sting on the head. "Hey, hey, oh," cried the bee-eater. "Oh, my head," the bee-eater shouted. Then he started flying in blind circles. The honeybee then flew from flower to flower. She sucked the sweet nectar and continued to have a nice time. And the bee-eater flew away, mourning his injury. Thank you.
Beyonce, thank you for the nice story. It seems you were reading about flowers and I noticed your dress have a lot of flowers in them. Did you do that on purpose? No. You just wear it like that. Okay, lovely viewers. We are done with one. Stay tuned for more. Genevieve, yes, you can start with your book reading.
Laraba and the King's Parrot by Olamide Bamtefa. Chapter 1. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Laraba. She was very beautiful and everybody liked her, especially her father, who felt that she was one of his best behaved children. Laraba was a princess. Her father was the king of Atangu town. Usually, when Laraba woke up in the morning, she would first greet her father and mother. Though Laraba was a princess, her mother taught her to make her bed, tidy her room, and sweep some parts of the courtyard and her mother in the kitchen. After which she played with her brothers and sisters in the courtyard of the place. Laraba was a kind girl. She often asked to be allowed to walk her father's horse and play with some of the other animals kept for the king. Laraba would feed the animals and talk to them gently. The animals, especially the horses, who would usually make loud noises on seeing Laraba. Soon, the king gave Laraba a pony. What a wonderful time she had learning to ride the pony in the fields. The men also sat outside their home, talking and playing till late. When it was time for the men to guard the town walls, they were tired. Unknown to the inhabitants of Atangu, the warriors who attacked their neighbors had spent spies to live with them. The spies regularly report the habits of the inhabitants of Atangu and the warriors. After hearing that the men and women of Atangu were no longer careful, the warriors entered the room and took cattle, women and children away. Alas, the king's palace was also attacked and the king's servants and children were taken away by the warriors. This was how it happened. Chapter 3. Sule, one of the king's guard, was well known for his storytelling habit, especially after taking a few cups of the local drink known as kunu. Sule was also a petty thief who stole dried meat and corn from the king's wives. Sule, however, loved the king's children and ran errands for the king's wives often. Because of Sule's unpleasant ways. The king had thought of sending him away from the place, but many people pleaded with the king, who sent for Sule and warned him to be of good behavior. Sule did not change his ways. However, when one of the spies heard about Sule and his behavior, he chose to befriend him so as to get information about the activities in the palace from him. The spy's name was Abdul. One day, in order to get Sule's attention, Abdul dressed up like a beggar and passed by where Sule stood guard in front of the place. Just as he was about to lean past Sule, Abdul pretended to hit his foot against a stone and fell down. Sule rushed to help the beggar up and afterwards offered him some water and bread. "Thank you," said the beggar. "You are welcome, Sanu," replied Sule. "I don't know how I fell down, but I simply found myself on the floor. Thank you. You are a kind man," said the beggar as he took the bread and water offered him by Sule. "My name is Sule." "Sule, my name is Abdul. This toe is very painful," said the beggar, rubbing his foot. "I am sorry to hear that. Can I rest for a while? The sun is quite high up." "Yes, you can. But other guards may soon come here, so I cannot allow you to wait for long." "Thank you, Sule. You are kind. So you are a guard here?" "Yes," replied Sule, feeling quite important. You are a very lucky man. Why do you say so?" "Well, only very important people guard King's palace." "Thank you," said Sule. While I am resting here with you, can I tell you a story?" Granted, Sule, deep in thought. You may, but please keep your voice down." "All right, I will." So that was how Abdul began telling Sule many short but interesting stories of warriors who went round town stealing. At some point, Sule became uncomfortable and asked Abdul, "How come you know so much about these warriors who steal from several towns? I have heard about them, but you seem to know a lot about what they do." Haba, Sule, I only hear people in the town talk about them." Abdul was afraid that Sule might soon suspect and dislike him. He therefore changed the subject of his discussion quickly. "Sule, do you know that I can play the flute made from bamboo sticks?" "Really?" "Yes, I have one here." Abdul brought out a small flute, which he began to play softly. Sule was excited. As the beggar played, he sang Sule's praises. Very soon, Sule began dancing gleefully, praising up and down. The beggar played many more tunes, but he eventually stopped when he noticed that Sule was getting tired of dancing. He bade Sule good night and left. Sule was so tired that he did not notice that the beggar, who had earlier limped to the front of the palace, now got up and...
Oh, lovely viewers. I really enjoyed the story, Laraba and the King's Parrot, especially the part where the person slipped and fell and didn't know how he fell down. How can you fall without knowing how you fell down? Well, stay tuned. We'll be back after this short commercial break. Welcome back, lovely viewers. We were reading Laraba and the King's Parrot. So we have our beautiful Judith to continue the story for us. So Judith, start with your work.
Chapter 7. Now the king of Muntuba played a great Deba event to which he invited kings and princes from the neighboring towns. Laraba was quite
Can you read louder, please?
Laraba was quite exhausted as she remembered the Deba event in her town. She remembered that she was always happy to stay at a stable where her father's horses were being looked after with a great care in preparation for the Deba in her town. 2 days before the great Deba in Mutumba, Laraba went to the king's stable to look at the horses. As she was looking around the stable, a well-dressed young man came in. Laraba noticed that he was very good-looking. She noticed that he was followed by some young men who walked at a respectable distance. Some other men holding big fans and umbrellas also followed him and paid obeisance to him. Laraba knew immediately that the young man was the crown prince. She immediately fell on her knees and bowed down. She had heard a lot of him but never met him. In spite of her shabby clothing, the crown prince noticed Laraba. What a well-behaved young girl, he thought, but he did not ask who she was. He looked around the stable and patted the king's horses. Laraba overheard the crown prince talking about the horse he liked best. He told the men who followed him sadly that the horse was rather old and may not be used as the Deba. Oh, impious, Laraba spoke up. Oh, crown prince, the horse may be old, but it's still strong. It's a good horse too. The crown prince now looked at her and said, "Get up, young lady." "What did you just say?" Laraba was afraid, but she replied, "Your Highness, I said the horse may be old, but it's still strong." "Well, what do you know? We just might use the horse." "Thank you, Your Highness," said Laraba. The crown prince quickly walked off, not knowing who the young lady was. To him, she was beautiful even in her shabby clothes. Unfortunately, she was only a servant. Chapter 8. As soon as the crown prince left the stable, he went to see the king. The king was discussing with his chief. Not long after Crown Prince Musa got to the palace, his mother came in to see the king. The king asked everyone in the palace except the crown prince to leave as soon as she came in. The crown prince's mother sat beside the king and expressed deep concern about the crown prince, who was now at a marriageable age but had not settled down. The king listened and told his wife, "Well, Musa, you will settle down soon, I'm sure." As soon as she left, the king looked at the crown prince and said to him, "You heard your mother. We have introduced some young ladies from good homes to you, but you told us did not like any of them. When do you intend to get married, and who is the lady of your choice?" The crown prince gave the usual excuse, "Your Highness, I will settle down as soon as I meet the lady of my dreams. I hope that I will meet her soon." The prince usually excused that he had not found anyone who was beautiful and well mannered enough for him to marry in Mutumba. After the prince left, The king decided that it was time to employ the services of the Malamis to pray and predict who would be the crown prince's future partner. The king's Malamis were summoned. The king's tone was very grave indeed as he spoke to the Malamis. "Welcome, wise men," said the king. You all know my son, Crown Prince Musa. It is my wish that he settle down with a good future partner soon. However, he has not met any woman who interests him. Wise men, I want you to go, pray and come back in 8 days to tell me who will be the Crown Prince Musa future wife. Anyone whose prediction is wrong will eventually be banished from my kingdom. The Malami whose prediction comes true will, however, be given cattle, horses, and many precious goods from my kingdom. The Malamis knew that the king was indeed unhappy, and they were all very worried too. On the 8th day, the Malamis, who were 6 in number, came back with several different predictions. The first one, who had a long white beard, got up and said, "Long may you live, O king. I have prayed and predict that the crown prince's wife will come from a distant land where there are many hills and cattle. She will be beautiful indeed, and she will come with great health. The crown prince will meet her during on one of his journeys outside the kingdom." Well said, muttered the king. The second Malami, who looked sad and scared, said in a thin and shaky voice, "O king, long may you live. The crown prince's wife will come from one of the neighboring villages to this kingdom. She will be a very beautiful girl from a wealthy family. She will therefore bring great wealth with her. The crown prince will love her very much, and they will have many children." Well said, muttered the king, shaking his head gently. Next came the third Malami in a long flowing groan. "Long may you live, O king. Crown Prince Musa future partner will come from another country. She will be short but very beautiful. She will not come with great wealth, but she will bear him many sons." Well said, muttered the king and totally confused. Next came the fourth Malami, looking quite happy and confident. "Long may you live, O king. Crown Prince Musa future partner will neither be short nor tall. She will, however, be beautiful indeed. She will come with great wealth. The crown prince will meet her at the next great table, which will be held in this kingdom. He will therefore be prepared to meet his bride." The king muttered. Well said. All the Malamis predicted that Crown Prince Musa would meet a very beautiful girl who would become his bride, except an old trustless Malami, whom the king did not consult because of his age, but too.
Wow. Lovely viewers, all too soon, her time is up. And I really love the story she was reading. What is the criteria of your dream man or your dream lady? I hope you heard a lot from the book. Beyonce, what did your book talk about?
There were 2 animals, the honeybee and the bee-eater. The honeybee flew around looking for food. He flew for a long time, but he could not get food to eat until she came to a large garden of flowers before he got food to eat. Thank you.
Okay, but I hope you heard her. But I also heard she said something that the bee-eater wanted to peck the honeybee just for eating flower and pollen and nectar from the flowers. But I will say that The bee eater got stung by the bee and he flew away, mourning the injury. It's better you leave people alone. The bee was just going about its normal business, eating pollen and sucking nectar. So my little advice I could give viewers who are watching is that sometimes you have to leave people be for them to do what they usually do. Okay, thank you, Beyonce. Genevieve, what does your story talk about?
It talks about a girl called Laraba. She was very beautiful. She was the respectful girl among his children, and the king told her that she should be respectful, and although she was a princess, her mother told her to tidy her room and do all the duties in the house. And one day he met a very beautiful prince and he told him that he will marry him, and the king also advised and he said that he will make her marry him.
Okay, lovely viewers. I hope you heard her. So the story talks about a princess called Laraba. Although she was a princess, but she was taught to tidy up the house. Nowadays, 21st century ladies, well, it's an issue I don't want to discuss. They have a problem with housekeeping skills. Yes, I know this will start a debate, but that's the truth. But although Laraba was a princess, she was taught to tidy up her home and her place, and luckily for her, she got married by a prince. Asampa, Judith, yes.
I heard that the king was looking for a girl for the prince, and they went to Sis Malamis to go and pray and predict a girl. One said one would be short, not tall, and one also said one will come from one kingdom. One also said she will be short, but not all things that she can do. One said not all things that she can always do. They must go for a maid.
Okay. Lovely viewers, I hope you heard a little summary about the book. I really enjoyed the book. The criteria of people's prediction. Nowadays, people, when they get to the marriageable age, then they begin to write criteria. Short, tall, wedding family. Some even use physical features. But you heard from the story that none of their prediction came true. The prince settled for a young servant. So it's better that you pray and look up to God. Okay, lovely viewers, we'll be back after this short commercial break. Welcome back from the short commercial break. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Now, it's up to them to give us an advice, what they will tell you, the viewer at home, and the kids who are watching now. So, Beyonce, what would you tell the children who are watching and the viewers?
They shouldn't be greedy about someone.
Wow, she said you should not be greedy about someone. And it's from the story. The honeybee was just eating the honey and the nectar, and somebody else got jealous. In the end, he got stung by a bee. I don't know if you have been stung by a bee, but trust me, it's an experience you will not love to be in. A bee sting. Don't worry. It's very, 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 very painful. Okay, thank you, my dear. Yes, Genevieve, what do you tell viewers?
I advise children that they should be like Lara, but they should respect their parents and do the house duties.
My dear viewers, I hope you heard my little girl. She said you should respect and do your house chores. Nowadays, People will prefer watching television over house chores. Some they do it so much that they even forget their homeworks. So please, my dear ones watching me, take your house chores and your homework seriously. Okay, Judith, what do you tell viewers?
I advise them that they should be obedience.
Wow. Simply put, want to tell the kids that we have to be obedient, and not only kids, even the grown-ups too. You have to obey the person you are under. Thank you, my lovely girls from Smarties Montessori. I, the host of this program, my name is Benjamin Edusam. Thanks to the cameraman, the crew, the mic, the MCR, and everybody who made this program possible. Not forgetting my co-host, Janet Irabna Asiedu. Thank you for watching. Bye. See you next week. Bye-bye.